Wait, do you see that? Look at the shadow. It looked longer than a boat, like a really fast, long shadow underneath. But it wasn't awake because there was no boat, and then just disappeared, like fully gone. It almost looked like if you watched a snake on land, just the pattern, except in the water.
So
Very,
eel-like.
very eel-like.
We've heard a lot of stories similar to your story where people have seen this like large serpent thing underneath the water that creates a huge shadow and it moves around really quickly and then it just disappears. We've heard ghost stories, we've heard all kinds of odd things that have happened in the lake. All these stories that we're trying to find out and dig into, true or false, we don't know.
We're trying to explore underneath the lake, and in
Yeah.
a perfect world, we will find this thing and find an answer about what it is.
Okay, so today's our chat with somebody that's seen something odd in Lake Tahoe. Her name's Madison.
Can I
Her
ask you a
mom-
question? Yeah.
What?
Why do you look like a cartoon? Can you see that? Your
No,
face is like, you have like the like fix my face filter.
no, it's it's just how handsome I am. It's just my face is so perfect that it just thinks I'm a cartoon.
You don't have wrinkles and like stuff?
No, it's this perfect lighting. I set it up.
Nope, it's
Tilt the camera so you can see like my double chin. I have no filter on, I promise. There's no.
there is.
Okay, here she is. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hello.
Good. Hi, Madison. Nice to meet you.
I'm Camilla.
Hi, Camilla. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. So we've heard a lot of stories similar to your story where people have seen some large objects swimming in the water, moving around. So I think we should just jump off and just
Yeah.
kind of
Why don't you
ask-
tell us your story?
I was born and raised here, so I grew up here. Right around 2012, there was a fire on Washoe Way, and it went up to Tahoe Woods Boulevard. So
Yeah.
that whole area was burnt down. And we were out there overlooking the lake. It was late summer, so there wasn't many people. It was getting darker, and we were just talking about, oh wow, like the tourists are gone. It's getting back to quiet, our lake. And I was like, wait, do you see that? Look at the shadow. And I was like, what shadow? And I was like, the thing in the lake. Because it looked like it would be the awake shadow, but there was no boat. It was right in front of where Homewood Marina is. And we watched it go out, up and around, and back. And then we're like, what was that? As much as I was like, maybe there's another explanation for something, we could not find an explanation for it.
You said that it looked very large, the size of a boat.
It looked longer than a boat. It looked like a boat wake. I didn't see splashes or anything. It just looked like a really fast, long shadow underneath. But it wasn't awake because there was no boat. It went from Homewood all the way across in front of Tahoe Park Beach, where we were above, and then went back, probably for a minute, and then just disappeared. Like, fully gone.
When you saw it swimming, did it have like a smooth swimming pattern?
It almost basically looked like if you watched a snake on land, just the pattern it had, except in the water.
So
Very
eel-like.
smooth. Very eel-like. That's a good explanation. Very eel-like. And just there, then gone.
Wow.
It's interesting because this is the exact same story that we've heard from a lot of people. There's this one man, he was a young kid when he first saw it, and he was at a cabin, kind of the same thing, looking down over the lake. And he saw this like large serpent thing underneath the water that creates a huge shadow, and it moves around really quickly, and then it just disappears. So he ran back inside and told his mom and his stepdad, and they didn't believe him. And he's in his 40s now, and he was like, nobody still believes me to this day, but I know what I saw. We do have video of something far in the background, kind of moving like a eel, and it kind of goes up. Another thing that people said that they've seen from the surface is that it's shiny on the back, like black and shiny. So this thing that we saw on the camera go through the frame is kind of shiny, but it looks like an eel more so than a fish. Something that maybe it just lives in the depths and it comes up every once in a while. But it seems like there could be something down there.
I mean, I know you know that we're trying to explore underneath the lake, and in a
Yeah.
perfect world, we will find this thing and find an answer about what it is.
It would be very naive to think that we're the only ones in this huge, huge planet, in this huge, huge world. No, there is something in Tahoe. I believe it. I saw something.